Hello and welcome back to another episode of UpGrade with Maria Kay. I'm Maria Kay, and what a pleasure it is to have you here for the next 30 or so minutes that I know will be delicious and love infused. I'm still buzzing from the weekend we've just had, where everyone around the world was showering somebody else with love and gifts and roses and chocolates and wine. You can guess, right? We've just had Valentine's Day. But for me, it's not just an opportunity to shower my partner with love and affection and gifts, or my children. It's actually an opportunity to go deeper with the level of self-love that I'm able to shower myself with. It's a blessing to have you here today, taking time out of your schedule to tend to the quality of the essence of your life. So for me, you are already taken the first step on the journey of self-love. It's my wish for you that you're able to kick back, relax, and really play a role, a conscious creating role in your personal and unique upgrade. Now, it hasn't always been an easy task for me to shower myself with self-love. For many years, I was in a battle, really, with my own self, whether it be with my body, through the years that I experienced eating disorders of all kinds, not a very nice time, or whether it was the time in my life where I allowed men to treat me badly or mistreat me. Notice how I put the emphasis on how I allowed it rather than blaming them. Or whether it was through the time in my life where I allowed my cultural roots, the traditions, the religion that I was brought up in, to make me feel like I was a bad person for being a certain way or having certain desires. So it hasn't always been an easy task for me to love myself. And actually, it's quite a fact that it's difficult for most of us to say to ourselves, hey, you, I love you. But on a journey of transformation, on a journey of healing, on a journey of bringing our lives into a more upgraded, uplifted, light and love-filled space where we're able to flow and manifest and create more easily, it's actually quite paramount that we develop a good, sound, strong ability to practice self-love. There are many ways that we can display that, do that, and develop this practice. It will be unique and individual to you. For example, over the weekend, as you may or may not know, I recently relocated to India. Now that in and of itself was a pure act of self-love, because I'd got to a point in my life living in the UK where I'd outgrown it. I'd created a great standard of living. I'd discarded whatever wasn't serving me. I welcomed in supportive, uplifting strategies and methods. But still, to have stayed where I was would have been really not very nice for me. And so I listened. I listened to my heart. I plucked my children out of school. We made the necessary arrangements. We said goodbye to our home, our cats, my partner, and now we're having a long distance relationship for a short time. So although none of it made sense, although on the outside it may have looked ridiculous, inside of my heart and soul, were the desires that were being expressed. Those were the needs that were being alerted. I was being alerted to. So I listened. Luckily, I was able to love myself enough to say yes to the desires, to say yes to the dream of living on a beach, 30 plus degrees in mid-February, swimming, walking, working, relaxing from the beach every day. So as I found myself in India over this past weekend, I was able to, so saying yes to your heart's desires doesn't have to be as big as relocating halfway across the world. It doesn't have to be as big as leaving your marriage or job or completely overhauling your life. I would like to invite you to start with the small acts of love. Now, you may not have got this in time for Valentine's. You may be hearing this 6 months away from it. But there's always an opportunity to start right now with the small things. For example, on Valentine morning, I woke up and I gifted myself a whole hour of listening to and dancing to a type of music that always gets me happy and excited. Caribbean music has always been in my heart, and for whatever reason, I haven't listened to it for a while. So that's how I started my morning. A whole hour just for me, immersed in this music, forgetting everyday life, forgetting that I was a mum, forgetting that I was a coach, forgetting that I'm the creator of a podcast, forgetting literally everything and just being in this space of love and upliftment. And then later on in the day, I sat back while I had somebody else decorate my body with beautiful mehendi, which is traditional to this part of India. And every time I look at this beautiful decoration on my body, I just feel loved. I feel special. I feel beautiful. So whatever it might be for you, it doesn't have to be huge. Now, that's not to say that I can't help you create those big, powerful changes in your life, right? But first, we must start small. We must start where we are. So have a little think right now. What is it for you that makes you feel like love? What is it that if somebody else did it for you, you would feel so uplifted, so happy, so special? And how could you do that for yourself? How could you gift yourself something so special that when you think about it, you feel like, what a blessing. I am so blessed. So thinking about what would make you so happy, right? What would really lift your spirits? You know what? The universe responds so well to happy. And as we are co-creators of our own experiences, it really, really does pay off to do this. So it doesn't matter what day of the year it is. This is a heads up to focus on how you feel, right? As a foundation for then creating the next upgraded step in your life. So I think it's a great piece of advice. Find what makes you feel good and do it. Yeah. Instead of focusing on the lack or the struggle or the problem or going at it with hard energy, making life hard for yourself. Instead of focusing all the time over there, write a list of what you love to do. And every day do something from that list. Yeah? We are a mass of cells. You are made up of something like 60 trillion plus cells. And your cells respond to your feelings in very simple terms. So when you're feeling low, fearful, sad, angry, jealous, all of the low vibrating feelings, it's really difficult for the universe to step in and support you and give you what you need and what you desire, right? It's almost like you have shut down, closed off from all the goodness that's out there, right? But when you are feeling happy, excited, eager, or even just simply in a state of surrender, it's much, much more conducive to be in a state of neutrality where you're not bothered either way and surrender than it is to be in the lower energies. So I've talked about the real power of connection in a previous episode, and the different ways that we get to find connection, whether it's meditation, practicing yoga, or any kind of mind, body, spirit movement program. Even reading uplifting material, literally by being here today and tuning in, is also a way of connecting, right? So when we're able to be in a state of neutrality, which we can get to from any of those ways I've just described, right? It's much more, it offers the universe a hook, right? Maybe a line to kind of connect with you. And if you just imagine, right, just in cartoon form, the universe connected to you by this kind of chute, right? Even like a laundry chute, or even just one of those slides that you get in the water parks, yeah? When you are in a high vibrating state, when you're happy, excited, when you're in a state of belief, right? When you feel powerful, or even in that state of neutrality, either one, it's like you're connecting your chute directly to the universe. You're going direct. Yeah, and there's no need for struggle. There's no need to bend over backwards. There's no need to do loads and loads and loads of efforting work. So doing things for you, making yourself feel juicy and delicious and amazing, whether that's having a lay-in in the morning, whether that's taking a walk in the park, whether it's going to your favorite coffee shop and taking some time with a book and your favorite drink, right? Whatever it is for you, whether it's like me, dancing to bashment and reggae music for a whole hour, first thing in the morning. Have fun with exploring what it is. The issue with most of us adults these days is that we've forgotten what we like. We've forgotten how to have fun. We don't think it's necessary, right? We need to get the dishes done, the laundry done, the shopping done, the kids' homework done, our studies done first, earning the money, right? Those things come first, and fun, well, that'll come when there's time, Well, very often there isn't time unless we make it, unless we dedicate some time in our diary to it. One of the very first exercises that I do at my women's retreats is to have my women write out things that they love to do. And for quite a few minutes, there's stillness and silence in the room for the most part, with blank looks on the faces of these beautiful women who have come to create golden energy, magical miracles in their lives, to take their lives from mediocre, and uplift them into a space of beauty, ease, happiness, joy, and fulfillment, right? Yet when we do these exercises, it's a blank wall. And this is the case not only for women, but also for guys. So whether you're a guy or a girl listening to this, it's okay if you've drawn a blank. It's okay if you can't connect to what you love to do. This is where the fun starts. This is why I tell you to go out and explore, right? And don't rely on what you used to love to do at the age of 15 or 16. Don't rely on what you used to love 20 years ago, because you're not that person anymore. Every day you evolve. Every day you shed your old and you create your new. And as you create, you have the ability to create consciously. So to focus exactly on what you want and create it by design rather than leaving it to chance. Most people wake up in the middle of their life and look around and think, what? Where am I? How did this happen? Who am I? When did I get like this? Right? Because it's so easy to live life asleep. It's what I call asleep, unconsciously. Following someone else's idea of an ideal life, following someone else's pattern for success or someone else's pattern for happiness. It happened to me partway through my marriage, very, very young age. I was married at a very young age, have two beautiful young children. But I was literally being led forward by such a strong culture that I thought it was what I wanted, right? And it got to 5 or 6 years down the line, and I did wake up one day and think, whoa, who am I? How did I get here? As if I'd had a bump to the head and been asleep for all those years in some kind of way. But I'm inviting you today to wake up. I'm not asking you to take drastic measures. I'm just asking you to become fully aware of what's happening, fully aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your choices, your actions. And coming back to the theme of self-love, this is an act of self-love. When you're so fully aware of what's happening around you, inside of you, because of your energy, you then take the power that's being offered to you so that you can create the next day, the next week, the next month and year in your life with purpose. You can create it with such on-point purpose that you'll be able to pretty much predict where you'll be in 12 months' time, what you'll be doing, roughly. Always leaving space for serendipities and for the unknown, of course. We're not talking so much about that right now, but I'm just wanted to acknowledge the power of that. We'll bring that into a future episode. But right now, to make things really simple and also to give credit where it's due in the abilities that you possess to create your own reality, I really want to have this as a standalone subject, offering. So start small, my friends. Start with something that you can do now. Start to send the message to not only yourself. The most important part in your life is you, not only yourself, but to the universe, to God, the angels, all of the unseen supportive network members that you have access to. Send them a very clear message that I love myself, and I love who I am, and I love who I'm becoming, and I love where I'm going. And I want you to help me. Please help me. I'm willing to do my part in all of this. So start small. Find something that you can do now. Could you take yourself off to bed early? Could you switch off social media for 24 hours? Could you prepare a nourishing meal that takes a little bit more time rather than something quick? Could you read that book that you've been craving to read for years? Could you give yourself time in a hot bubble bath? Could you get your body decorated in beautiful artwork? Whatever feeds your soul, lifts your heart, puts a smile on your face. It will also put a smile in the energies of the universe, connecting you directly to your miracles, making it easier for you to flow forwards towards your desires. So prepare for a guided process. Find a space that you'll be uninterrupted in and kick back, relax. Love activation with Maria Kay. Settle down and find a quiet space for the next few moments where you'll be uninterrupted. Relax your body and bring your focus to your breath. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to be still in preparation to absorb, soak up, be a part of this powerful love activation. Bring your focus to your breath now. And with each inhale, allow love essence, warmth, comfort to draw into your body with each inhale, invoking feelings of deliciousness, much like a fluffy, warm blanket on a cold day. The waves of the ocean lapping around your ankles as you paddle. The warm sand under your feet, or a roaring fire filling the room that you're in with warmth. Allow your equivalent of deliciousness to enter into your body and permeate through each and every cell and body part. Be still as you take an energetic snapshot of this sensation right now. Allow your vibration to begin to elevate. And now, with each exhale, release anything from your body that isn't making you feel amazing. Any thoughts, any tensions, any worries, any fears, any sadness. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And now allow yourself to drop deep into your heart, deep into the energetic space in the center of your chest that is the home of your heart chakra, where your desires reside, your needs live, your wants, your dreams, your visions. Drop in deeper and deeper and allow your visions and your dreams, your wants, your needs, your desires, allow them to rise up so that you now become fully aware and present to what you desire. Notice what it is. Notice the information that's coming through you. Notice what it is now in your awareness. What do you need in order to fulfill your life's purpose, your full version of your bliss, your miracles, your joy, your joyful life? What are you being alerted to? Allow yourself to hear, feel, become aware of these things, whether they are brand new pieces of information or old ones resurrected that you perhaps may have ignored in the past. And now allow yourself to face these desires head on. Welcome them in, much like a long lost friend, lover, or relative. It's so great to be in your space again. Thank you for being here. I honor you as you are part of my true, authentic self. What have you been ignoring that hasn't gone away? Where have you been cutting off the supply of love to yourself from yourself? And as you sit or lay, swimming in your newfound awareness, we now invite in courage and strength and focus. All the things that you'll need to take action. Where have you remained stuck? In fear. It's now time to let that dissolve. It's now time to allow that to dissipate back into the ethers. It's time to say yes to your desires. It's time to want what you want without fear. It's time to stand up and be who you want to be, truly, unapologetically. You are now entering into a phase of love. The pure essence of who you really are. Are you willing to keep moving forward? And now welcome in unconditional love. The kind of love that you wouldn't want anything less than for your child, your partner, your lover, your mother, your father, your best friend. Are you able to share that with yourself? Are you willing to do what it takes to shower yourself today, right now, and then every single day, moment to moment, with the highest form of vibrational energy, unconditional love? Are you willing to welcome that in, grasp tightly onto it, and move forward hand in hand? Allowing it to infuse in every decision you make, every action you take, every breath you take. Allowing unconditional love to lead your path, to lead you into greatness. Where have you been cutting off your supply of unconditional love, both from yourself and from other people. Today is a great day to change that. Today is the day to change that. And it all begins with a decision. And when you don't know what the next step is, pause, take a breath, and ask, show me the way. What would unconditional love have me do? And when you say yes to unconditional love, allow your body to feel it in every cell. Allow your mind to feel it, to think it, to be it. Your emotions. When you be love, everyone else around you is also love. You attract, you give out, you emanate, you shine, you ripple unconditional love. So now just take a moment and feel into the rest of your body. You may see a color, you may see bright lights, you may feel, you may hear, you may have a vision. You may just have a sense of knowing of what or where or how you've been cutting yourself off from unconditional love. And right here, right now, I see you moving forward, steeped and in a beautiful, multicolored, vibrant blanket of everything that you need in order to fulfill the next step in this amazing upgrade journey that is your life. My name's Maria Kay, and happy Love Day to you. And until next time, I'd like you to fully commit to you. No matter how difficult you might feel that is for you right now, start where you are at. If you work a full-time job and you have children and a family and a home and a business and a this and a that, you can still take 5 minutes for yourself. Give yourself a body rub in the morning. Take a little bit extra time massaging your feet. Say to yourself, wow, I'm a miracle. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting me. Think about your brain, your heart, all the organs, your skin, your bones, your muscles that support you every day. Find a way to say thank you, the way that you would thank a stranger for opening a door for you, the way that you'd thank a loved one for bringing you a hot drink, the way you'd thank your mother for all the years she took care of you. Do the same for yourself. Find something that's uplifting, a gesture, small or big, it doesn't matter. It's the energy behind it that does. Until next time, I'm